My name is Colleen Agel, and I am a Border Patrol agent in the Tucson sector. I mean, for some people it's a calling, and then other people who maybe aren't as familiar with it, and they sign up for the job because they think it sounds exciting and they really want to make a difference and they really want to protect their country, and they get down here, and like myself, I fell in love with it.
So there's a Border Patrol officer there right now, and they're radioing you for backup?
If they just radioed and asked for assistance.
He spot something now. Did a citizen, a U.S. citizen, call in and say she had some activity?
A U.S. citizen called and said that they saw activity in that neighborhood that we were just in, and it's possible that these individuals that have been running south are those individuals. There's two of them, which fits the description. These people, they think, might be drug mules.
Why?
And
why do they think they may be drug mules?
A lot of different things. It could be the area that they're running in, this particular area, and the fact that they're running south. Somebody got visual of the aliens, and now they're trying to move in. So what happened is there were some agents that were north of us, and have apprehended them just now, so we're going to try and catch up with them. No 2 days are the same. Every day the traffic is changing. Every day the smugglers are trying something new, trying something different, and trying to find ways not only to protect the border. It looks like they're just regular illegal alien traffic, not the mules as was suspected. But you know, you can never be sure. One of the things that we make them do is take off their belt, and we take out their shoelaces so that they can't hurt themselves or other people. Well, one of the things that we saw in that particular situation was the use of our technology and how that's really helping us, because we had not only our remote video surveillance system, which is basically the camera up at the pole, scanning for traffic, scanning for different types of things, making some sort of like detecting what might be out there. We also had our mobile surveillance system, which is a mobile radar and camera system in which we can place that anywhere we want according to the traffic and the trends. So we had both of those, and the conjunction, working in conjunction with our agents, and that's how we were able to make that apprehension today. The vehicle is a rock-resistant vehicle. As you can see, the metal grating over the windows. That's done to protect the agents from people who are throwing rocks or other sharp objects over the fence. We'll get a lot of smugglers who are frustrated with us being successful when we apprehend a group that they've just sent over. So they'll, in retaliation, throw rocks at us, and this helps to protect the agents. Well, these are a couple of the rocks that you might see when you're patrolling out here in the desert. When they get frustrated with us, or if they're trying to pull some sort of distraction, they'll throw a rock over the fence. And when we say rock, we're not talking about the tiny pebble you see on the ground. They're going to throw something that has a little bit of an impact.
And I can tell, understandably so, that you don't like really going up against that fence.
Most agents try to avoid getting right up against the fence because it does put you in a vulnerable position as far as rock throwers are concerned. They've got a little bit more access to you. So if we can stay out of harm's way, we try and do that. But of course, you know, we have to do our job.
Right.
So we have to go up to the fence sometimes, and that's where you'll get vehicles like that rock-resistant vehicle, what we frequently call a war wagon, so that we can still stand our ground. We can still do our job effectively, but we've got a little bit more protection. We never know who's coming across the border, because you can't look at someone and say, this person's a terrorist or this person is a criminal. We find out that information not only through asking them their biographical information, but when we roll their fingerprints using our integrated automated fingerprint identification system. That tells us, that will access records throughout the country and tell us who it is that we're dealing with. Well, there are all sorts of threats that could come across that border, and the Border Patrol is always there 24/7, making sure that we're watching, we're being observant, and we're very prepared to address any threat that comes across the border.